Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we are going to check how good my building abilities are because um, some of you have mentioned that some of the builds that I do not perform because of the difference in our accounts, and it is completely understandable. So uh, if you don't know, I have approximately, I just mentioned this on the previous video, but I have approximately, no, for sure I have 120% more damage against all enemies on all kind of damage, and over 100% damage reduction against all enemies and all kind of damage, melee, range, anything. Okay, so that is because of my awakening skills. I also have, let's see, like almost 100% more attack thanks to the armory, and 60, almost 60% more HP thanks to the supporter formations. I cannot do anything about the supporter formations. I could reduce this, but I mean, this is pretty F2P because the you don't need like S level to reach this. The S level doesn't affect. What really matters is that you get the summer weapons that we get every year. That you get a corresponding weapon from the demon set that we get on events, and also that you get any kind of premium gacha permanent weapon. Yeah, if you get 3 for the same character, you're going to get this amount, and also one more of the demon weapons. So it is pretty F2P, this part. It takes time. Yeah. Like first you have to get an event, but it is doable. This unfortunately I cannot reduce. I would like to have sliders for strength, but well, it is what it is. But what I can do is that I can omit the effects of the awakening skills. So that damage increase and that damage reduction, we can omit it simply by playing with some, no, not here, with some characters that are not awakened. As you can see, it doesn't have the awakening tab. So we're gonna start with here with Anya Winchester. For each one of these, I have like only one build. Tokiko has two because I'm going to go limited two. But let's see. Anya Winchester is definitely my weakest one from this. Why is she the weakest? Because I only have one copy of the Butterfly Cannon. And this is 5 out of 5. I got it on the last summer to this S level, thanks to the great amount of tickets that we got. But this is just a bit stick. I'm using UR Magatamas. I'm gonna keep using my normal Magatamas because I don't have any other Magatamas that I can work with. And besides, maybe it would be more realistic to go with this. But you want to, even if you don't have like S level because you don't do gacha, or you don't have the awakening because you're just starting, you should strive to get the UR Magatamas ASAP because that enhances your performance dramatically for what it is. And besides, we can get the UR Magatamas easily thanks to all the rewards that we get on logins and such. So let's see. So for this, we're gonna use these skills. This is the only skill that really matter is this one, combat system, because this is going to give me defense. The other ones are just means of dealing damage, and they are pretty good. And here, the build is going to be Lilim, along with Nana, along with Akina. I tested this and I wasn't able to do another build. That is the ensnare build, critical blue for range attacks. That is Keito along with Reina, along with Lilim. I wasn't able to do that because since she doesn't have HP recovery, she cannot rely on that. So I am forced to use Akina since I don't have the awakening. So obviously level 75. You already know the weapon is S1 and S5. They are not enchanted, none of them. So that's a thing. So we're gonna see if I'm delusional with all the strength that I have on those awakening skills, or are these really viable? So the first thing that we're gonna do is use Suicide Drone, and then we use this Bullet Storm. And as you can see, fortunately I have the HP recovery thanks to Akina. Without her, this is really rough. And I don't have like damage at all. I mean, I could put a whatever weapon with S5. I do prefer the butterfly weapon with Aina, but without the S levels is rough. If you can use an arena weapon, that would be better. Or if you want to use the what's the name? The summer weapon, that's also a good idea. Come on. Oh, I still need to beat this. Okay. Yeah, it's because I mean I don't have that much strength, obviously. Still, it is no problem. I can deal with this. I'm going to use my ulti on the bosses just to deal with the mobs, because I don't have enough damage, and it would be troublesome to not eliminate the mobs ASAP. The super armor that this skill has, it's great. I mean, I don't get interrupted that easily. So first thing, I want to use a couple of my skills, and I want them to gather. Come on. A skill, a skill, a skill, and then ulti. Yeah, like that. So that you take advantage of the time that it casts the ulti to reduce your cooldowns. Yeah, I'm not going to do this quickly, and I have to evade a lot because of this. And I also have to use the active of the supporter to increase my damage. Great. The good thing about Akina is the more HP you're missing, the more it's going to recover. Oh, come on. And the bad thing about the skill that gives you defense is that you tackle the enemy. And that's not good for a ranged attacker like Aina. But I guess that the defense increase is worth it. Oh no, I got interrupted. But look at that HP recovery. Amazing, isn't it? Okay, come on. A little bit more. And... oh, come on. They were, like, too far away. Okay. Nice. Oh, come on. There we go. Almost done with them. And I could do another ulti if I wanted. But I won't. I don't need it. Oh, come on. Always Yuki. Always her. Yeah, nice. So yeah, even though I don't have HP, all my builds that I show, I suggest that you adjust them according to your situation. maybe you want to give up a little bit of damage in favor of damage reduction. Because I do have a good amount of enchantment, but the damage, the 100% damage reduction that I got from awakening skill is like a game changer. Now we're gonna go with Oboro, and I can tell you Oboro is the strongest character without awakening. It is like very viable. People used to think that she was pretty bad because we didn't know how to use her. But nowadays we know that she's super strong. And besides, she has one of those excellent critical weapons, SR. I'm going to be using this. I have other options. In fact, the sub weapon is 5 out of 5, not enchanted. This is enchanted but only to 9. So it is something very doable. Let's see. For skills, Wicked Slasher, Vicious Slasher, and Flash Step. Flash Step to increase damage, Wicked Slasher to increase speed, and Vicious Slasher to reduce speed and deal a ton of damage. So it is really busted. This is pure critical, and this again is on the main just to get HP recovery because she doesn't have HP recovery. So let's test her very quickly. Yeah, it is gonna be like extremely fast and easy. Usually you want to start with the Flash Step, and then you do Vicious Slasher just to destroy everything in your path. You'll see that it's super easy. Yeah, Oboro is really strong in green. I mean, she can do many things depending on the color that you have. I just wish that they don't do an oopsie again. After the Ingrid incident, I am like, please don't do an oopsie. Please don't do an oopsie whenever there's a new renewal. Yeah, super easy. Obor is just too strong when you know how to use her. Like everyone thought that hypnosis seal was like a thing that you should always equip because of how busted it is, but it is not necessary. It's another thing you can use. Um, if you really want to get control on the enemy, but you can go full damage, no problem. Let's see. Lastly, we're gonna use who? Oh yeah, you, Tokiko. Tokiko is considered one of the weakest characters, but after testing her, because I never play with her, and I have tested her, and I didn't find her like strong, appealing, or anything. But now after this, is there a bride custom? Oh, I don't have it. Okay, yeah, because I played with the other brides. So after testing her, I found that she's actually usable, pretty good as a debuffer. So first we're gonna go limited. Let's say that you have that one character that has the limited set, and you got a good S level. So this emulates that. For not Heaviko, Tokiko, she's going to increase damage. Increase damage taken by the enemy when using Taimanin Art Fang. This is going to be the red skill, Taimanin Art Fang, and it does a multi-hit. It does even more multi-hits with the weapon. It reduces the enemy damage by 10%. That's an extra benefit, but it's not the main appeal. It also gets tracked to the enemy. You see that it's very horrible, but in fact it's going to track the enemy, so that's amazing with the effect of the weapon. So yeah, we have this just to reduce the defense even further, and this no, not this one, the Taimanin Art, because I'm going with a range build. I was using this, but I'm going to change it. I mean, Susune I can keep. Kiara I could keep because all of these are F2P, but I'm going to change Kiara in favor of Nino. Yes, because this is full F2P. Everything is 5 out of 5, so you should have it. Uh, yeah, you're gonna see that this is really strong. I mean, I am surprised. But not only it's strong because it's limited, Tokiko has potential that I thought she didn't have. So we're gonna do this, and ideally you want to start with the evade. I started with fan, but you shouldn't. Yeah, and we destroy the enemy. Super easy. So now I'm gonna do the bait. Come on, yes. And then Fang, and then Basics. And the thing about this one is that you want to reposition Tokiko a lot, because she's playing range. Nice, okay. And a part of her damage comes from the fact that we use the evade and Fang. If you don't use those skills, then your damage is gonna get reduced. Come on. Come on. There. 1, 2, 3. You see how much damage I deal? And it's because of the debuffs. And I'm going to use this to get a little bit of control over the enemy. There we go. Nice. In fact, I just did a test run on this, and I used the ulti after applying both defense reduction and damage increase, and it insta-killed the enemy. I won't do it here, but it's really great if you get your timing right. Yeah, so probably you're going to have one or two characters who have their limited packs, and as you can see, these kind of builds do work. They are pretty F2P for the most part, and I'm also going to show this one. This is the main weapon that I have on the sub slot. It's her gacha weapon. I never roll for this one. Usually, you know that I don't roll on standard gachas, and these weapons just drop out of nowhere when you don't want them, and I say, well, I keep it. So I have it 5 out of 5. It increases damage dealt to enemies. It's a kind of debuff. Unfortunately, it's not a buff, but well, it is okay if you know how to use it. Here I'm not going to use the Wind Magatamas. I'm going to use these ones. They are also anti-demon, but since I'm going melee, this is what I want. I am going to use... No, I'm not going melee, sorry. I'm going green. I'm going to be using this to reduce the defense of the enemy, this to reduce the defense of the enemy, and this to increase my speed. I tried it with this one, but it is super rough to use. If you don't have like a way to get HP on attacks, this is not viable. And if you don't have invincibility, it's just unusable. It's a shame. It is really strong, it is good for farming, but that's about it. If you are tackling challenging content, the duration lasts... The number of attack is doubled. Yeah, the duration is too long. And you don't have invincibility or damage reduction on this, so that's the problem. If it had like a 50% damage reduction, I would accept it. I would accept having to do that. Or if it had HP recovery on damage, that would also be great. Well, what are we using? The weapon, yes, 5 out of 5, plus 10, these skills, and for the supporters, we're going full crit. Again, this is to deal a ton of damage super quickly, because you're reducing the defense of the enemy by a ton. And Akane is on the main to recover HP. So let's test this. Of course, it is true that my HP is a little bit bigger compared to other players, maybe. But even so, it is within something that you can achieve. Because you can just enchant your supporters to increase your HP. That's the really important part. And just by having the F2P supporters, you're going to also deal a ton of damage. No, not deal a ton of damage. Increase your HP on the supporter section. I don't remember the name of that stuff. Okay, there we go. Nice. So what do I want to do? I want to do one evade. Come on. One evade. And then two evades to put the mines. And then this. And then I repeat. Come on. Evade. Double evade. And this. Yeah. With that damage, with that defense reduction, it's amazing what Tokiko can do. In fact, I would say that Tokiko can easily replace Shizuru. But just like Shizuru, you want to pilot her if you are going to use her as a debuffer. Unlike Shizuru, she does this role on green, so that's a good thing about her. She does have potential. So I'll explore her in the future when I have gems. For the foreseeable future, I'm not going to have gems to strengthen anyone because we already got notice that we're gonna get Lapis as a playable character, and I do want to awaken her. So considering that we have like a month until we get her, and I need 30 gems, I'm only going to be able to get 20 gems before she arrives. So yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, that's about it for today. What do you think about it? Am I not being realistic because of my supporter formation that drastically affects my performance, or is this like something that you can achieve, that those builds are actually usable? I mean, I reduced a lot of damage and I did reduce my defense here. So well, anyways, that's gonna be it for today, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye.